Hello and welcome once again to Market Update and Equity Analysis with me, Abayomi Obabolujo on Stocks TV Nigeria. This is a television channel where we take a comprehensive look at equities listed on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange with the intent of guiding you aright. Please, if we are satisfying you, endeavor to like this channel. And of course, if what you get to hear is not satisfactory, also endeavor to dislike. At that, we'll get to know that we need to do lots more to ensure that you are satisfied. Much more. Try as much as possible to subscribe to this channel and also tell someone, a friend, an associate about this platform. The Nigerian market must move forward. The Nigerian market must, of necessity, move forward. The more the market moves higher, the better for you, the better for me, the better for the economy. And so, what do we have in store for you today? Very simple. It is the same as we have always done. Information and data emanating from trading activities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange keep showing that the market is mixed. For example, for trading session on Tuesday, the 23rd day of August 2016, for example, the Asia index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange was down 0.1%. That was expected. If you watch this channel for the previous presentation, because I did say it, I also said it on StocksWatch FM Nigeria, that with the indicators that we saw on Monday, it was apparent that the market on Tuesday was going to come down. But that is not the issue here. Market capitalization also moved as expected and as usual, in the same direction as the All-Share Index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Deals for the day were also down. Volume was down. However, value grew, though marginally. But that's not where I'm going. The number of equities on the gainers chart for Tuesday were about 25 as against 15 on the losers chart. So under normal circumstance, when the All-Share Index of the Nigerian Stock Exchange came down, market capitalization down, volume down, and deals down, we should expect more equities to feature on the losers chart than those that featured on the gainers chart. But the reverse was the case after trading activities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. For Tuesday, that's why I keep saying the market is neither bullish nor bearish. The market is moving sideways. If you have been in the market for a long time, this kind of movement should not be strange to you. And so, with a guest today, we are going to be taking a comprehensive look at market performances on Tuesday with the mind of projecting into what the possibilities are for Wednesday, the 24th day of August 2016. Thank you as usual for staying logged on. Don't go away. I will be right back. Welcome back to analyze the market with me. And the presentation for today is our friend Dele Aishida. You are welcome to Stocks TV.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, of course, it shouldn't be an issue to a chartist that the market for Tuesday was down, but rather marginally, 0.01%. But deals for the last 5 trading sessions had been down consistently. So for Tuesday also, deals were down 6.12%. Volume also was down 15.69%, but value still grew marginally by 3.83%. But where I want that you comment first is moving away a little, but still coming back to that, from these basic statistics. We now come to the number of equities on the gainers chart, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 25, and coming to the losers chart, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think there are more than 15. Not that alone. If you look at highest percentage gain for the day, it was 10.25 by Seplat, and then highest percentage gain. Least percentage gain by Nigerian breweries was 0.24%, whereas highest percentage loss for the day was 8.79%, and highest percentage loss was just 0.01% by Guinness. Least percentage gain, Nigerian breweries. Least percentage loss, Guinness, brother and brother, all right, in the same industry. With this kind of statistics, at the close of trading on Tuesday, it looks missed somehow.
Yeah, I mean, with this kind of statistics, the market is a topsy-turvy kind of thing. You know, we have said it earlier that the market will gain and will lose, but will not see astronomical losses. Neither are we going to see astronomical gains. In a way, it is still good. I mean, considering the macroeconomic environment. So when at least it gives some level of stability in the market. Investors know what to expect. There is no, you don't come to the trading floor any day, or you don't come to the market any day and receive a rude shock. You know, so there isn't any shock from the macroeconomy. Which for a while it will continue like this. That's the reality. It will continue like this. Then it begins to give you certain data that you really need to go deep into the gainers and the losers to begin to interpret what is going on in the market. You know, deals have come down in this situation, volume has come down in this situation, but value is up. You know, you now you need to start taking your calculator, your pencil and paper, as the case may be, and really begin to crunch the numbers to see what's happening. But from the highest percentage gainers and from the highest percentage losers, you know, it doesn't take too much of science to look at it. A good way to look at it, the market, I think, lost marginally 0.01. So you would say, yes, it was a red, but neither end of there, you would say the market closed flat. Right. But then you ask yourself, where was Dangote positioned in all of this? It was positioned on the losers chart with a loss of about 1.something%. This, in no doubt, has an effect. I mean, with a loss of about 1.64%. So this is no doubt.
Which means that if Dangote had probably not lost,
the market would have been in red. Or if Dangote
in green.
Had gained, the market would have been in green. Or if Dangote had gained marginally.
You
know, so it's like Dangote is like the tipping factor there. You know,
but again, we have Nigerian breweries on the gainers chart, though very marginally.
Yeah, very marginally. I mean 0.24, very marginally.
Just 33
But the weight of Dangote cement to the weight of Nigerian breweries on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, it cannot be compared.
No, Dangote cement even lost 3 naira. Yeah. So basically, the market, I think the market would probably have closed positively flat.
Yes, if Dangote,
maybe marginally,
the market would have closed
in the green.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Having said that, our next point of call would definitely be the volume drivers. I'm always interested in the volume drivers. I'm interested in the value drivers, but much more, I'm interested in deals. Because you see, sometimes when you talk about volume and value, only 2, 3, 4 deals can actually create the volume.
Yes.
And the value. Yeah. But when you now see an equity that is commanding deals, is in volume, and is also in value. And you now go to see the price performance for the day. When you now see that equity probably gained for the day, that equity is good. There is something about Guaranty. Now, Guaranty, of course, the result, even among banks, was not the most superior, was not the best. All right, the result was not bad by any standard. However, this stock has refused to come down to 24 naira. This stock, that is Guaranty, has refused to come down and stay below 25 naira. And on Tuesday, it was dramatic. Aside from the gain of 0.97%, we want to say it's marginal, but considering market situation, I think that's cool enough. And then you now consider the fact that in deals, Guaranty led all. In volume, Guaranty led all. In value, 1.3 billion. And this amount, sometimes when the market is down, the entire value for the day got something around this figure.
Yes.
1.3 billion in just one day. And you look at Nigerian breweries, it was just 521 million. And so, as a matter of fact, if you look at the entire value that was recorded for the day, Guaranty took about 30-something% of the entire value for the day. And if you even look at the volume, it also performed in that dimension. What is in Guaranty?
I mean, basically, what we have established that Nigeria Guaranty is becoming the blue chip on the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
Is it that it's becoming, or it has become?
Oh, well, it has become, and it is fast establishing that position.
As a matter of fact, more than any other equity.
Then you will not also remove the fact that, I mean, Zenith, there's already a qualification date for Zenith. So if you didn't have Zenith as at yesterday, you won't be getting any dividend.
As at Tuesday, that is true.
As at Tuesday.
Because as at Tuesday morning, it was marked for 25 cover dividend.
So the two equities that have interim dividend in the financial sector that the investors are still looking forward to, Guaranty and Access. So no doubt we are seeing them as leaders in terms of deals and leaders in terms of volume. Then you realize that.
But in the case of Access for the day actually dropped 1.02%.
Yes. I mean, Access for the day dropped 1.02%. I'm even surprised that Access dropped. But then you also realize that Access is trying to touch 6 naira.
Yep.
Coming from about 5.30 when the result was released, it's trying to touch 6 naira. Guaranty as it is trying to touch 26, which is a natural resistance for it. I'm surprised that Guaranty is still holding that position, considering the fact that if you look at the dividend yield, it's just about 1%. So in my mind,
it's not about 1%, it's 1%. And if you want to consider it relative to the increase in the price, it is now below 1%.
Yes,
you say 1% as at the time.
That's where perception comes in. Access is more valuable in terms of dividend yield than Guaranty, but the market is holding on to Guaranty than Access.
Is more valuable in earning, more valuable in profit margin, more valuable in earnings yield, more valuable in dividend yield, more valuable in whatever current price.
But the market
is giving it to Guaranty. So what could be that thing in Guaranty?
The thing that
I think what we are seeing now is
perception and corporate image. Perception of the market and corporate image, which is where many of the companies listed on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange should be working at. You know, if you don't want to list, then make up your mind you don't want to list. But once you have come to list, then there are certain things that are required of you as per time, and you must meet up to those obligations. And I think Guaranty has that going for it right now. That's the only explanation. That's that.
But let me now put this question to you: will you be buying Guaranty?
No, I will not be buying.
Will you be telling anybody to buy?
In fact, I sold Guaranty. In fact, I've sold Guaranty. So
why did you sell?
Yeah, I'd see.
The perception is not working with you.
To be frank, you know, when you come, each day you come to the market, you don't know what's going to happen. The day I was at the market, Guaranty was looking weak. it was looking weak at about 25 naira, and I sold, and I said, well, okay, what's the top side? 26. What if I come to the market tomorrow and it turns down? I'm going to have an erosion of my profit. I took my profit at 25 and I walked away. And I'm surprised Guaranty is still trying to touch 26 naira. So those are the dynamics in the market that because I'm not seeing into the future, I wouldn't know. But I won't be buying Guaranty at this price. For those who are buying, maybe they have some superior knowledge. Maybe they want to hold it for a very long time. Some people are already looking for dividend end of 2016. You will be surprised. These things come into play. These things determine how stocks perform on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
But even if they are looking at dividend up to 2016, it shouldn't be in Guaranty alone. It should be in Zenith. It should be in Access.
Yes.
It
Because
should
if you're taking a good look at Zenith, when Zenith still had its interim dividend to be taken, it still lost price, trying to gain again. Now it was marked down. But see, Guaranty is just holding on strong there. You know, some
as a matter of fact, not just holding, forging ahead.
Because some market operators are even postulated that if the result of Guaranty comes out, because the result of Zenith came out first, that to drag the result of Zenith. But we didn't really see it dragging the result of Zenith that much, but it still is going on strong. And really, it beats all reasoning and all explanation.
Okay, let's quickly look at what the possibilities are in the market for Wednesday, the 24th day of August 2016. I know you don't do candlestick.
I
do candlestick.
Okay, yes.
And because I do candlestick, if you expand this chart, you will see that this is a doji.
Yes.
Right? At least you know that much is a doji.
Yes.
And that the market is neither here
nor
there. So it's indecision.
Yes.
Kind of. But again, when you see a doji after some positive movement,
look like a reversal pattern.
It's a reversal pattern. So what I saw yesterday, actually, what I saw on Monday was definitely not this, but I'm very sure I said it on the radio. I can't remember whether I said it specifically on the television on this platform, but I did say it on the radio platform that with the indicators I was seeing that yesterday after Monday trading session, I did say that if the market for any reason goes up on Tuesday, on Wednesday,
expect a pullback.
It should, right? But incidentally, the market actually performed to expectation on Tuesday. Now saying this, right? Okay, I know you don't do candlestick.
Irrespective of the fact that I don't do candlesticks, I mean, seeing this, the market had made
so these are the other indicators.
The last 6 trading days, the market gained for 4 days, you know, and today on Tuesday, the market is looking indecisive. One will not expect a major gain on Wednesday. One will not expect a major loss, but rather I'll tip my money to the fact that the market might be losing on Wednesday. Marginally, not heavily, marginally.
Provided Dangote cement.
Oh, of course, Dangote cement now is a major factor in the market.
And probably Nigerian breweries.
Yes, definitely. And really, Nigerian breweries has really rallied. It came down from as low as 132, and now the market is really bidding for it at 140. So it has really made. And
by the way, these indicators I'm saying, Nigerian breweries is still very weak.
Nigerian breweries.
I will not definitely go into Nigerian.
No, you can't be going into Nigerian breweries now, because if you're buying at 140, what price do you expect it to get to? No, the question we always ask is that even for most traders and most market operators, where were you where the price was 133, 132? So this is not the time to be entering Nigerian breweries. This is the time to be contemplating your profit position.
Okay, now let's leave all this. One thing that nobody is considering now is that third quarter is just around the corner.
Yes.
Third quarter, we are talking about the period that started in July, August, September. By this time next week, we will definitely be saying bye-bye to the month of August, plus or minus. And that suggests that we have only 1 month to another quarter.
Yes.
But do you know that there are not many people that are still that are really considering the possibilities in third quarter.
No.
But strategically, that should be the best investment strategy now.
Yeah, because I mean the third quarter result is very strategic in that it is a clear indication into what companies will be able to do for the audited results.
That is what should be.
By the time you have your Q1, Q2, Q3, what that result has been released, you can 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus
divide by 3.
So you can easily have an idea of what
you still remember those things you were taught in the primary school.
So I can remember them very well. But those are the things you work with every day. When you go to buy petrol, you are calculating. When you are driving, you are calculating. So when you are recharging your phone, you are calculating. I don't think anybody should be forgetting those arithmetic. So it's also a very significant position in terms of what companies will do for the audited result, and for the fact that it's coming in another. Well, I will have to wait for the end of September into October.
In fact, by middle
to start churning out
of October, we should begin. And there's not going to be audited result
until March.
I've not seen audited third quarter report
until March.
Now, what would you say have been the high point of second quarter reports that we have seen so far? I think significantly now it is only UBA.
That doesn't come out. UBA is just one of, well, maybe with Stanbic IPTC.
Okay, so are you even thinking of Stanbic?
I mean, they are still listed, so we should be expecting the result of them. Maybe by the time they saw that there are issues with the Financial Reporting Council, we will be expecting our results from them. Well, UBA is the one we are waiting for. Well, I believe UBA will not disappoint. But by and large, the high point for me is the fact that though the results were bad, but it's not like the end has come. It's not like the end has come for the economy. I mean, for the fact that financial institutions are even posting profit. If the financial institutions can post profit, then I believe other sectors in the Nigerian stock exchange can post profit. The only thing is that we need to sit down as a people, we need to sit down as a nation, and really decide whether we want to move forward or not.
Let me tell you one of the things that came to my mind studying generally the dimensions of second quarter reports. I can see that which was very advantageous to the banks.
Was advantageous to the manufacturing
sector.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So as Guinness, Nigerian breweries, Nestle, and Transcorp. So many of them were declaring lower than expected earnings. Now, do you still expect, because it's a case of one man's meat, it's another man's poison? That is the way we used to say it in the primary school back in days, right? Are we still expecting the same scenario to play out in the third quarter?
Well, the same scenario will basically play out. The manufacturing will still be taking a beating, for the third quarter and for the audited result. Realize that for the manufacturing, for the first and second quarter, the results have not been good. In manufacturing, just don't turn things around overnight. It takes a time. Unlike in the banking sector, which is a service providing sector, though the service they are providing is financial services, they can turn things around in a shorter period of time. Unfortunately for them, it's not as if things have been as bad as they are for the manufacturing sector. Then you also realize that on the issues of the foreign exchange, the banks, either way, they're making money because what their own duty is to buy foreign exchange and to sell it. The manufacturing will have to buy the same foreign exchange from the banks and deploy, and they cannot easily push the cost to the consumer. So this will happen for the third quarter. This will happen for the audited result. And the banks are really, I want to believe they're in the top position because one, they have to be nationalistic in their thinking. Two, they also have to make profits. So they need to keep a balance. If they can be nationalistic enough to help or to engender the manufacturing sector, though business is not charity, they need to make money. But if they can engender the
has instructed, I think it came out today.
Yeah, today
when was it
that the bank should sell 60% of all their foreign exchange to the manufacturer. But will they do that? That is the question.
They will do that because if they don't do that, the CBN is there.
I mean, when I was reading that report, what I saw in is that the branch, because what they did, definitely it will affect the manufacturing. Manufacturers Association of Nigeria were complaining that they've had a situation where some of their members had bidded for foreign exchange and they are still waiting 3 months, 4 months. Now realize that these things will be shipped, they will now have to produce, and they will now have to sell those inventories. It will take a lot of time for the monies to come in. So we expect very lukewarm and near bad results for the third quarter and
for the manufacturing. So if that is the outlook from this level, what industry would you be recommending that I positioning?
I mean, we've seen the half-year result of the financial services, and they are like the toast of the market right now.
Because now I think that is why we keep seeing activities, heightened activities.
Yes.
That is why I suspect that people are not selling Guaranty.
They're just holding on to the
because if you look at what Guaranty made from foreign currency fluctuation alone, if we remove it from their earning per share, Guaranty will probably be declining against what it reported in 2015. Largely, that has been the secret. That, okay, if Guaranty can make so and so much
in foreign exchange,
I think basically of all the banks in Nigeria, we'll still take the time to analyze that when UBA releases its audited second quarter report. It seems very much that Guaranty made the highest within this period than most of the other financial institutions.
In terms of the foreign exchange, the CBN shares foreign exchange to them, and they don't share them equally. They share them according to the capacity of the financial institution. So, of course, Guaranty, the likes of Zenith, the likes of UB Access are the big ones. So, they will receive a larger chunk. You also want to realize that when it comes to the international money transfer organizations, they are also the ones receiving the large chunk of the monies coming in from the diaspora. So they have a lot of foreign exchange sitting down in their kitty to trade with profitably. So, they will continue to make money from the foreign exchange.
And I think largely that is what people are saying in Guaranty.
Yes.
And so instead of selling,
they are holding on to it.
They are holding on to it, and by any measure, they don't want to sell. But as a matter of fact, from what we are seeing, some people are even still buying.
I mean, for the
because when you talk about 1.3 billion, that was how much entered.
That was some
people bought. So which suggests that 1.3 billion naira
came into it. Why some people exiting that position, others
people are taking it over. So it suggests that people are buying. And this is basically what others are seeing.
Yes.
Right? Aside from that, there is nothing more that I think is in Guaranty. So if I want to title the presentation of today, why Guaranty remains strong. Of course, much later, we'll still be coming to look at how much in specific that each of these financial institutions made.
But I think in addition, I'll be really eager to see what the price of Guaranty will do after the dividend payment, after the closure of register.
Do I tell you what the price is going to do?
I really
the price will remain strong, because you know why. 25 kobo is nothing. So I don't think that. I don't think that any serious investor will want to buy a stock for 25 naira, close to 26 naira, just to get 25 kobo. And you know that from the 25 kobo, federal government will still deduct 10%
without tax.
without the tax. You get the point. So at the end of the day, what are we saying here? People are buying because of what they have seen, all right, as
the potential in Guaranty.
Not just the potential, the performance, the existing, the current performance, all right, from where they are beginning to look into the potentialities in Guaranty. But if you ask me anytime, any day, I will give it to Access, I will give it to Zenith. But that is not to say at any point in time that Guaranty is not a good financial institution. What now? Having seen the possibilities of what is going to be based on this currency fluctuation of a thing against manufacturing companies, right, in their third quarter. What will be your message, your advice,
my advice to
those that are holding on to the stocks of manufacturing? Definitely, you are not telling them to sell.
No, I can't be telling them to sell. Now, realize that CBN has just made that new rule that 60% of the foreign exchange in the kitty of financial institutions should be made available to.
But we should ask, what is even the quantity?
Well, it will be large. It will be large. I mean,
the managing director of one manufacturing company told me about it. When I called him, why did your turnover come down so low? He said, Mr. Man, I couldn't get
foreign exchange
so to buy raw material. So he said he was, as at that time, they were just around less than 40% capacity utility.
Right now, nationally, the capacity utilization is less than 20%. So, but what investors should do is that you cannot completely divest from the manufacturing sector and go and put all your money in the banks. No, you should still keep your holdings in the manufacturing sector, realizing that if this new CBN rule comes to play in the short term to the medium and the long term, it will all go well for the manufacturing sector, and then we might begin to see good times in the manufacturing sector. But
that is when we begin to see possibilities in Nigeria as a country generating enough foreign exchange.
Yes.
At this level, what are we really doing to?
No, we are just consuming
which suggests that this crisis in foreign
linger for a while.
It
will linger for a while.
Right.
When we open the papers every day, we just see different parties, different aspects bickering over foreign exchange, just to spend the ones we have, not thinking of generating new foreign exchange.
All right. To round off the presentation for today, basically, what do you think is the best strategy to play the market? Short term?
Medium term. Short term, well, there are possibilities in the short term, but medium term, and keep your eyes on your investments.
What do you have to say about Access? Buy, sell, buy more?
Access right now, well, it's still a good buy now if you can get it at a good price. But right now, 580 was not a buy. But we can see that 550, below 550 before the dividend qualification.
Why would you say 580 is not a buy? 25 kobo, 1 naira 61 kobo.
It depends on what you're looking at.
All right. So what are you looking at?
580 for me, I might not be buying Access, but if it's for the dividend for my clients, I might be buying Access right there.
Well, Zenith
has there's a qualification date and it has passed. Then we can begin to look at trading on Zenith without any strings attached.
I still see FBNH below 3 naira 20. In fact, I think I saw it at about 3 naira 12.
Well, let's see. FBNH for now, well, it's just lost in the crowd. Let's see what will happen to it.
No, it's not lost in the crowd. All right. So it's still there as one of the volume drivers, value drivers.
But then it's not really giving that. If you invested in FBNH in the last couple of months, you're probably in a lost position right now.
That's true, but that is not going to be forever. Anyway, that is how far we can go on the presentation for this hour. I want to say a very big thank you to Dele Aishida for coming again on the platform. I'm sure we are going to be having you tomorrow.
Yeah,
too.
we will be.
All right. And to you, please don't forget that if you have any question, you can send your question to 08135000777. That is if you are calling within Nigeria. But if you are calling outside of Nigeria, you can call. You send your text. You send your question to plus 234 8135 000777. And don't forget that we are on live on Stocks Watch FM Nigeria. Nigeria #1 internet business radio. We believe that one of these days our terrestrial radio license will be granted. Yeah. The application is there. We're only praying for God to bless on it. All right. So, but for now, you can link up with us on Stocks Watch FM Nigeria. And how you get that done is via TuneIn, or you go on iOS store. If you use iPad or any product of Apple, you go there to the iOS store, you click Stocks Watch FM Nigeria, you download our app. And of course, if you use Android gadgets, you go to Play Store, they say Stocks Watch FM Nigeria, you download our apps. Or better still, You go to our website, www.stocksng.com, STOCKS-NG as in Nigeria.com. Meanwhile, a copy of this presentation will also be made available on our website. The same vein, the podcast of our radio presentations are often made available on our website. It's a lot of package. You cannot be doing all these things at the end of the day. You lose in the stock market, no way. As far as the Nigerian stock market is concerned, we are out to share information with you, processed information that you can use so that your profitability, the rate at which you make profit is enhanced. The rate at which you lose is reduced drastically. Thank you for staying locked on for this period. Abayomi Obabolido is my name. We shall see at another time. God bless you.